of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock an FBC Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Toledo Rockets, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rockets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Knights want to crank the tempo. The running back has it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Leaves it with the back. Pirouettes away from the defense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can.
He's off to the races. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 25. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Toledo. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. He made him pay for that short kickoff. 78 yards. He returned it for a touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses to 40. Running toward the tape. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Give to the running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it at the 30. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Rockets. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, we know this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Going for the return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Off play action. Takes the easy completion. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower. And we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. It looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Louisiana came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man, making that big play.
Snatches it on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That big play, a perfect example of why receivers relentlessly work on the release.
Yeah, work on that release, work on their hands getting by the DB. When I'm getting that press man and he's up in my face, man, that is a hard assignment if I don't really get my hands.
He's going up top. He caught it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Toledo. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Toledo 21, UCF 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Comes out throwing on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now facing a 3rd and long. Aerial assault continues. Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll line up for a second down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try the run. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knights. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. That drive took no time at all. Pumped the plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Rockets offense is back on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Keeps looking downfield. Takes a shot as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rockets want to move quickly. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On 4th down, going to the air. The completion well past the sticks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. He tries to take the top off. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Rockets! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll go right back to him. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
The give. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. He could give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, start getting upfield.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And on second down for this offense. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You can see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Now improvising. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete to the right. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the right. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down the stat book as a catch.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
Touchdown, Toledo.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
UCF 28.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quarterback will audible. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Swings it out to his running back. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
UCF.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Knights will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rockets.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
UCF 28.
Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Fair catch called for and made. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well,
he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Toledo. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They'll immediately call timeout.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 4 over the Sharks. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And your UCF Knights will take over first and 10.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He leaves it with the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. And they're churning out positive yardage early.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Going for the big play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Here we go.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
3:25.
Right back to it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. They'll leave it with him. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Fires toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. This one's complete. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Rockets have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wants to pass. Getting some heat. Touchdown, Rockets! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Bringing it up. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8-ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Gets it out fast. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Knights are in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down.
Want to talk about a monster performance? This guy now has 150 yards rushing. The defense has had no answer for this guy, and he's showing you why he is such a weapon in this offense. Speed, the ability to catch the ball, the vision, the quickness. He's got all the tools in the toolbox.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Steps away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And can make the connection on the soft toss. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Baptiste.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
Pickup of 5. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Toledo 56, UCF 28.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
With jet sweep pass. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They've got the screen set up. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
3:25.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Toledo. And the stomping has commenced. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there is absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to